Today, you join me on a city-hopping tour of the Baltic countries. Starting off in Stockholm, I travel via both ferry and bus to Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland, before completing my loop back to Sweden. I stayed in many hostels throughout my journey, meeting lots of lovely people and visiting many cultural and historical sites along the way. We begin this video fresh off the train in Stockholm. After a short walk to the royal palace, I headed over to Kungsträdgården for a coffee and a quiet place to eat my packed lunch. I made my way towards Gärdet and my hostel for the night, nearby to the ferry terminal.
Bright and early. We are going to Finland.
The ferry from Stockholm to Turku takes over 11 hours, making a short stop in Mariehamn along the way. After a few hours enjoying the ride through the Stockholm archipelago, I went inside to explore the ferry and grab a beer. I decided to go in for a late lunch soon after setting off again from Mariehamn.
We made it!
Upon arriving in Turku, I walked about 1.5 miles to my hostel for the night.
I've made it to Turku. This is the one and only private room that I have for this entire trip. I've got not much of a view, but that's okay. I'm feeling tired after the ferry trip, so I'm just going to relax and then get some food and then head to sleep.
The next morning, I walked through the riverfront area on my way to the Turku Cathedral. I grabbed lunch at a Chinese buffet nearby before heading to the Kupitaa station for my train to Helsinki. Upon arriving in Helsinki, I dropped my bag off at my hostel before heading south towards the waterfront, with many stops along the way. I stopped at a sushi buffet for dinner before heading back to the hostel Diana Park for a night's rest. I started the next morning with a grocery store meal and made my way towards the market square and Uspensky Cathedral. I stopped at the free entry Helsinki City Museum on my way to the Helsinki Cathedral. I passed by the Finnish National Theatre and train station on my way to the Central Library and Parliament House, before taking a short break by the water in Hesperia Park. I headed east towards the Sibelius Park after passing by the Opera House. From there, I made my way south along the waterfront towards Hietaranta Beach, stopping by at a local grocery store to grab a cheap lunch.
Just past the beach here, and I found a beautiful secluded spot for my lunch. Quick salad and pasta salad from Super Kmart. Got a gorgeous view.
After eating, I walked through the massive Hietaniemi cemetery and completed my 9-mile loop of the city. The next morning was my last in Helsinki, so I grabbed some food and relaxed by the waterfront until it was time to head over to the next ferry. The ferry from Helsinki to Tallinn takes about 4 hours, and we left just in time to avoid the rain. After a brief walk into the old town, I checked into the Monk's Bunk hostel, grabbed a quick meal, and met lots of lovely people at the bar crawl that evening. The next day, I did a loop of the Tallinn Old Town, experiencing all the sights this historic town had to offer. In the next video, I explore Latvia's capital city Riga by both land and sea. Thanks for watching!